Hello everyone, welcome to Travel, Food and Lifestyle. I am your host for today, Nick the Quick. We are gonna talk about the best infrastructure mutual fund in Indian market. Yes, I'm gonna tell you about number one, and it is no other than Quant Infrastructure Fund. If you see the returns, you would be amazed by it. Its performance as compared to Nifty infrastructure and Nifty 50 is also unbeatable. So Quant Infrastructure Fund is highly recommended. Let's look at its 3-year return, which is around 47%, which is very good in terms of other players if we look at the comparison. I'm going to show you also 1 year and 6 months return to give you a comparison. But if you see overall, it's a very good fund, especially in 1 year horizon. It is skyrocketing, and in the last 1 year, it has given a return of 75%, which is truly unbelievable. And I'm going to show you in the next slide that for last 6 months especially the return is very high, and you can see from 22nd of January this particular infrastructure fund is growing tremendously, and it has given a return of almost 51%. And there is a reason behind it. I will show you the allocation in terms of where it is investing and how it is. But let's see the overall 1 year return as compared to other category average returns. So for 1 year, this particular fund is giving 75%, whereas the category average is only 58%. So this clearly shows why it is number one. Likewise, for 3 years and 5 years, if you see the category average, it is really well performing, and that makes it the best infrastructure mutual fund in India. It is also ranked specifically top in this particular category. It is the best thematic infrastructure fund. Now let's see the equity sector allocation. Almost 27% of it is allocated for energy, 23 for metal, and 17 for construction. And these three are the key infrastructure projects and companies in India, which is making it truly a growth story. But it has also diversified in finance, insurance, and capital goods. But I would say energy, metal, and constructions are three very important sectors for Indian economy as of today, and the total allocation is around 1564 crores of rupees. Now let's look at the holding for this particular stock, and you will be not surprised that the top three holdings for this particular fund is Reliance, IRB Infra, and life insurance. I think recently we have seen a huge jump in LIC stock prices, and I'm gonna show you one specific holding, which is IRB Infra, very soon, and I will tell you why this fund is growing, apart from other holdings which are mainly into Adani, Swan Energy, PNB, GAIL, NCC, and Geo Financial Services. So all the companies are very stable, very large, very good companies. But one stands out is IRB Infra. It is also one of the Fortune 500 companies in 2020, and this company builds Indian highways, and you can see the number of highways Indian government is building every day is truly unbelievable. And IRB stocks are also showing that how this particular company is performing, and you can see especially from the same time when this fund has started to go up, just before that IRB infrastructure stock prices have been growing significantly. It has grown from a very low value to high value. Currently it stands at 69 Indian rupees. Now let's look at the peer comparison, and here also Quant Infrastructure Fund is number one, and it has been given a rating of 5 by many different platforms. And if you see other funds performing in the same infrastructure story, they are much lower as compared to Quant Infra. Quant Infra is giving the highest return, which is of 75%. Second, I would say, is SBI Healthcare, but still, the difference is very much. So Quant Infra is definitely unbeatable when it comes to infrastructure funds, and I highly recommend this. Definitely 1 year would be good holding time. And the other thing is fund managers. So if you see, the fund managers are very important, who are really managing this, and these three guys are very good in what they are doing, especially Vasav and Ankit. They come from a financial background, and they are very good in managing their quant funds. The other important part is expense ratio and exit load. So expense ratio for this particular fund is 0.77. It's not low, but it's also not high. You can see expense ratio from 0.2 up to 1.5, even sometimes 2%. But for this particular, it's 0.77, which is fair. And similarly, exit load, if you redeem within 3 months, is 0.50%. So it is up to you, but definitely I would say this is a very good fund, and I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe and please share your comments.